first down. He'll drop to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Malik Jackson coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And some space here. And now look at him go. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. How about that? Their quarterback. 80s. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights on in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action?
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Griffin. The numbers for him from a week ago. 3 catches, 112 yards.
And how about the first month that he's had? Leads the league in receiving, making all the big catches, and becoming a bona fide #1 guy for his team.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle here to Coates. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd down now after the incompletion. They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment. But here, he's one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On second down, here's Crowell. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down. And
it was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Let's go!
Back to throw here. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for a loss of 9. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. Isaiah Crowell, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. A little too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. They'll set up to throw. He sets to fire deep. And got his man complete. An excellent pickup of 3rd.
Here, they take a shot on 3rd down, and boy, did they get rewarded, even though there was good defense on the play.
Let's go!
They'll drop the throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
Let's go!
They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your
He's got daylight. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Their mobile, agile quarterback. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try to... So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Back to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Avery Jones in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Here we go.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Accelerating, and off he goes. 30, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 3. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one. A check of the scoreboard there in the third in Baltimore. And the Ravens have opened it up a bit, leading by a couple of scores. Terrence West making the difference on the ground. He is scooting up towards 100 yards. On the counter, it's Corral. And he... And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12.
Here we go. 38. Ohio.
Looking to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll look to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man, complete.
Holding offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Ohio. Let's go. 1, 9, 5.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throw. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the...
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
He may try and run for this. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll set up a throw. Dancing to his left. And he gets it down to the 32. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. After taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll go as a gain.
It really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 38-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
And that's another big-time run. And it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap.